Hi Virgos, this is Star with Ariana Star. This is your forecast for November 2022. I will rely on this deck for your general reading and also use some oracle cards. Let's just dive into your reading, Virgos. The energy that you're carrying in from October into November is a Six of Pentacles here. I think in the final days of October, expenses had mounted, possibly, you may have felt as though you had to be more generous or money was flowing out. Technically also, maybe gadgets were malfunctioning, so you needed to repair them or you needed to make a purchase. I think if you had been kindly disposed towards others, then the universe would definitely have been bountiful towards you. Even on the work front, I think you had faced a few setbacks. Maybe your creative idea had found note takers. But I think you should proceed, or you should also pull up your socks. You shouldn't give anybody any reason to complain or to find flaws with you. Obstacles to overcome are the challenges that November is going to pose for you. It's the Seven of Wands here. This is in the challenge position, so I think you should be very careful here. There could be disruptions at work. Maybe there's going to be a change in schedule. Maybe there are also going to be clients or people around you who want you to give in or to surrender to their demands. You should persist with what you desire. You should stay firm, or you should be steadfast in your reasoning. You also have to be prepared because the pressure of work could mount on you, so you have to get up early or work late into the night. Other than that, I think you should also be careful not to jump to conclusions. Sometimes we can say something which we will regret. It's best, to hold back or to hold your tongue. Influences for this month, we have the Ace of Wands, another Wands in your reading. I think this Ace talks about your desire for new things or newness in your life. You have the energy or the drive and the zeal to get ahead. Besides, I think, Virgos, you're going to be well supported by those around you, especially your loved ones or your family members. Work could come up or tasks could come up at short notice. I think because of their support, you're going to do the needful. However, Virgos, I think while dealing with clients, you should take an advance. Sometimes they expect more from us, or they expect us to oblige them, but then they don't pay anything. So that is why you may be a bit upset about the whole situation. When you look at things from that perspective, it is imperative, Virgos, to ink those deals or to get the contract before you move forward. Compliments or gifts will also come your way this November. Estranged friends or people may inquire about you. Maybe you will come to know about the same through a third person. The first 10 days of November, we have the Death card from the Major Arcana. Change is definitely in the offing here. You cannot resist the change because resisting the change makes it all the more difficult for us. So that is why it is better to go with the tide rather than go against the tide here. Maybe there are going to be pressing matters. There's an urgency in your step to do things. You have to attend to things at a priority basis. But you can take heart from the fact that tasks will be done very quickly. You'll be happy with your productivity and your output. Sometimes, it would be better to make allowances for your clients. I think there are also going to be some mischief makers at work, so you need to have a word with the management or someone who has your back to expose what the rival is up to. Maybe timely intervention will also work in your favor. Those of you who are in the leadership position can expect appreciation. I think you give your workers the freedom to carry on the task the way they desire. That is why you are going to be appreciated for the same. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th November, this is the Empress card. So your personal magnetism is going to be at its peak. You will form new friendships here. Because of the Empress energy, you are going to be very nurturing, giving. You will look into the needs of others. Maybe you're going to reconnect with former acquaintances, or like I said, they could inquire after you. Work offers are also going to be there at this time, maybe for a side hustle, maybe for something you have never attempted. So give it a shot, Virgos. I think you should also consult the financial expert. You should understand taxation issues this month. Personally, I think you could also be a bit anxious on account of families, rivals, or families' foes. Maybe there could also be disagreements over inconsequential matters. That is why you need to thrash those issues. Maybe you believe that a loved one is very assertive. That is why you want to put your foot down. The final days of November, we have the 5 of Wands here. Again, like the Empress energy, the 5 of Wands also talks about you being the center of attention. You're going to be sought after. But this 5 is also asking you to change, to adapt to the changing circumstances. If you want to make good progress, sometimes you could be procrastinating. You may be unwilling to oblige your family members. But in the end, you will do the needful. That is why they could question your responsibility towards the family. They think that it's no point creating a fuss when you have to do the needful. I think praise for your work is also very likely. Other than that, Virgos, I'm also picking up that you could be concerned about the health of a loved one or someone whom you are acquainted with. With respect to your love life, I have this card, my soul's language. I think this is a very beautiful message. Your person and you understand each other perfectly well. Your souls could dance in joy. You will be telepathically connection. You seem to share the same ideas, the same views, even without saying much. You're going to understand each other perfectly well. And that is something you need to cherish and nurture, Virgos, this month. Most definitely, you're going to be much admired by the opposite sex as well. This is the Empress energy. This is the Ace of Wands. This is the 5 of Wands. So everything points out to you being sought after by the opposite sex. They do find you drool worthy. You're very well turned out. You're someone who is very particular about your appearance this month. That is why you're going to turn heads. Maybe someone also fears rejection here. Maybe this person thinks that you are going to spurn him, or he could even talk about unrequited love. I think, Virgos, in case you're single or in case someone fancies you, I think you shouldn't string anyone along if you realize that there are limitations in this connection. But like I said, you will enjoy the attention. Those of you who are romancing, for some of you, I'm also picking up the message, you're special to me even though I told you otherwise. I miss you regardless of how things seem. Maybe there's some kind of distance or disagreement here with your person which you need to overcome. This person definitely has you uppermost on his or her mind. He does miss you even if he has said things otherwise. He does care, and that in itself is heartening. I think romancing, Virgos, your person is going to support you at work. We do have the Ace of Wands here, so definitely he sees he cannot resist the attraction that is there between the two of you. Maybe there'll be a flurry of messages which you will exchange. Sometimes, there could also be a distance in this relationship. That is why we have these two cards here. I think you need to break those walls of silence if you want the relationship to flourish here. I think many of you will also rekindle the romance this month. Maybe you're also going to reach out to this person, or this person is going to do the same. Perhaps the health issue is also bringing the two of you closer here. Or someone around you is unwell. That is why this reconnection is going to happen. From Lenormand, we have this card, Crossroads. There could be some kind of decision which needs to be made. You can take the simple or easy way out, or you can take the difficult route forward. This is a decision that you need to make. Maybe you should also not be too childish and naive, or you should be someone who needs to go with the flow of life. You should experience happiness with whatever decision that you make. Like the child here, the child is someone who is quite innocent, who is imaginative and creative. He plays with his toys here. Likewise, I think Virgos, you should take that chance, because great fortune is in the offing this November. There's going to be that stroke of luck, but like I said, you need to ink those deals. You should accept the opportunities that are coming your way. You should be courageous, because igniting courage has also come up in your reading, which is the last message from the universe. The universe is definitely asking you to take that chance, to take that leap of faith, even if you are at the crossroads. Your prospects are going to look up, because you do have great fortune this November. I hope, Virgos, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.